Hi, this is Jen from BigBinder.com and the Michigan Mom for MomTV, and I'm wishing you a wonderful second week. This is when all the classes start, isn't it? This is when Taekwondo and Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts and all of the extra stuff that kids do on top of school that keeps us driving around and attending this and that and feeling like we're just crazy and we want to go back to summer for just a minute when we have more relaxed schedules. But it's fun, the kids are into it, they're exhausted, and that's a good thing. So it is going to be a busy week here in Michigan, of course, kind of kicking off some of the fall season things, lots of festivals and that kind of thing going on around the state. So I'm going to highlight a couple of those for you. The first one I'll talk about is the Salmon Festival, which is in Grand Haven on Lake Michigan. My brother is a fishing guide, so I know more about salmon than most people do ever. It's a big industry here in Michigan, and it's celebrated with this festival. So in addition to all kinds of salmon-related activities, there is also an art fair and lots of crafts and interesting things going on there too in Grand Haven. Going way up to Grand Marais, which is up in the Upper Peninsula, and I had the pleasure of visiting there this summer. I completely fell in love with the place. It is gorgeous, and I'm sure even as it's getting colder and getting toward winter, I'm sure it's still a beautiful place. There are lighthouses up there, and there's a celebration of the Au Lighthouse this weekend. There will be tours, musicians, and all kinds of different things going on. So if you do happen to be in the UP or traveling to the UP this weekend, be sure to check that out. Here in Grand Rapids, it starts the Voting for Art Prize. And this is the second year of Art Prize. What it is a publicly juried art show. So the winner is chosen not by experts and by other artists even, it's just chosen by the public. So it's a wonderful way to get the community involved in art and really engaged in it. They're the ones that get to vote and decide who wins, and it's a pretty big prize that they actually win. I guess that's why it's called Art Prize, but it's neat to see all the installations and all of the pieces of art going on and being installed all around town. Down south of here just a little bit, the Allegan County Fair is continuing. That goes through this weekend, and that I want to talk about just because it's a fair that I went to when I was a kid several times. I absolutely loved it, and it's just a good old school rural, fair with the 4-H animals and rides and food on a stick, and it's just a great one to go to. It's been going on a long time, and they put on a really good fair. Over in Coldwater, Apple Fest is going to be happening on Saturday, the 18th, and that is, a regular festival, a food festival. They will have arts and crafts, rides, events, and of course, apples and apple cider and donuts and everything that goes along with apples. Over in Novi, there's a lot going on this weekend. In the MSU Tollgate Fair is going on at Tollgate Farms, and they'll have hayrides activities, police cars and fire trucks for your kids to climb around, and that's on Saturday. Then on Sunday, there's something kind of cool going on. It's a cultural festival going on Main Street, and what that is, they're going to have food and activities and demonstrations from different cultures. They'll also have a bazaar going on so that you can buy products from these different countries that the cultures are representing, and it might be kind of a cool way to start your Christmas shopping and get some kind of interesting and unique things. They also in Novi have Take a Child Outside weekend, which is awesome. In Lakeside Park, you can actually camp, or if you don't want to stay overnight, there are lots of activities, nature hikes. They're having s'mores, s'more making. They're having geocaching and crafts, nature walks, kayaking, a preschool picnic. So tons going on there this weekend for the Take Your Child Outside. In Northville this weekend also, from the 17th to the 19th, the Victorian Festival, and they close down the streets and just kind of try and recreate a time that is no more, but they don't allow cars to drive down the street, and they highlight the way of life that it was during the Victorian times, so people can kind of step back in time at least for a weekend, or try to anyway. So that's the highlight of some things that are going on this weekend. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will be back to talk with you about some other cool things that are going on in the future.